Hello, boys and girls. I'm so glad you're here with me today. My name is Miss Kim, and I'm going to share a Bible story with you. But first, I want to show you what I've been painting. Look at this. Do you know what it is? Yes, it's a rainbow. I love rainbows. Aren't they beautiful? And they're so easy to paint. You just need a little paper, a paintbrush, some water, and some paint. But you also need to know what a real rainbow looks like. Now, did you know God created rainbows? Now, I can paint a rainbow to look like a rainbow I see in the sky. But God created them from nothing. He didn't look at another rainbow and then copy it. He created it all himself. I love pictures of rainbows, but I have another picture I want you to see. Look at this picture. This is a picture of Jesus, and he has a child on his lap. Doesn't that child look happy? And birds in the air, and clouds in the sky. Mommies and daddies and grandmas and grandpas are all listening to Jesus while he's talking. This picture makes me really happy. But to be honest with you, boys and girls, it would have made me even more happy if I could have been with Jesus and seen him in person. As much fun as pictures are to look at and to paint, the real thing is always better. Did you know that? Always better. Now, speaking of real, I brought a friend with me today. Her name is Baby Anna-Nina. This is my baby Anna-Nina. She's going to wave to you. Hi, boys and girls. Do you think baby Anna-Nina is real? Well, let's see. Baby Anna-Nina has ears, but do you think she can really hear? No, she cannot hear. She has eyes, but do you think she can really see? No, she can't really see. She has a mouth too. But do you think she can really talk? No, baby Anna-Nina is not a real baby. She's just a pretend baby. I do love her, but she's just a pretend baby. Today in our story in the Bible, we're going to hear about a missionary who visited a city called Athens. And when he was visiting there, he wanted to tell the people about the real God. Not the pretend God, the real God. Now, our boys and girls, our story comes from the Bible, and you remember that we've talked about the Bible. It is God's word to us, and it's divided into two books called Testaments. The Old Testament comes first, and all the stories in the Old Testament whisper, Jesus is coming. The New Testament comes next, and all the New Testament says Jesus came. And here's what we did after he came. Now, in our story today, it's in the New Testament because Paul lived in the time after Jesus came. Now, he was a missionary, and he went to a city called Athens. In Athens, instead of loving God and worshiping God, the people in Athens loved and worshiped something called idols or statues. Now, idols or statues are not real. They cannot see or hear or talk. This made Paul so sad. He wanted the people to know about the real God, so he began to speak to them about God. He told them that God created everything, even the rainbows. He told them God sent Jesus, his only son, so that they could learn about God. Some of the people were so interested that they asked a lot of questions to God, to Paul about God. And Paul was able to answer their questions. And some of the people even believed that Jesus was God's son. This made Paul so happy. You know, Paul told people about the real God, the one true God. Jesus told people about God when he was here. He told us how to pray to God. He told us how to obey God. And he told us all about God's kingdom to come. And when we know about the one true God, we can tell other people too. I have here today, boys and girls, a wooden statue. It kind of reminds me of the idols that the people in Athens we're worshiping. Now, this statue's just made of wood. It has ears, but it can't hear. It has eyes, but it can't see. It has a mouth, but it can't talk. But the good news is, I know the real God. And the real God can hear me when I pray. The real God can see me and knows where I am. The real God can even talk to me, so that when I'm praying and learning about Him and His Word and hearing His stories, I can understand Him. The best part is, since I know the one true God, the real God, I can tell other people about Him, just like Paul did, just like Jesus did, just like you can do too, boys and girls. Our Bible verse today says, we must tell what we have seen and heard about God. Can you say that with me? We must tell what we have seen and heard about God. Pray with me, boys and girls. God, thank you for sending Jesus to teach us about you. Thank you that we can worship you, the one true God, the real God. Thank you for the Bible stories that help us learn about you. And God, teach us how to tell others about you every day. Thank you for coming, boys and girls. Have a great day, and be sure you tell somebody about the real God. Bye-bye.